Hi everyone, it's Bruce Firestone here. Hope everything's going well. We're going to do a little case study here based in Avonmore, Ontario. I got permission from our client, Alex Long, to do this, make it public. It's a really cool little case study. And I'm going to use it actually for one of the courses I'm teaching in January called Fix It, how to earn $10,000 a month or more from your own simple to create high-performing real estate portfolio without breaking a sweat. If you want to sign up for that, it's not too expensive. It's an investment of $297, including tax. We pay the tax. And you go to burningrocksolutions.com. That's one of my websites, burningrocksolutions.com/checkout hyphen fix it, and you can sign up there. All right, so this property is about 15, 16, 17 acres. We're not exactly sure how big it is yet. We're working on that. And it has great potential, in my opinion. It has, if you can see up here in blue, the isometric view, it has a house on it, it has a barn on it, and it has a workshop. So it's got quite a bit of interesting structure on it already. It's kind of an L shape, as you can see on the screen here. And I like that. It has potential for different uses in different areas. And as I said, we're not quite sure yet whether it's 15 or 17 acres. We're working on that. I have to get a copy of the survey. You'll also notice on the screen that the driveway appears to be not entirely on the property, the subject property, but in fact, Alex has assured us that it is, and the survey will show that. This is just a plot plan, and the plot plans in rural areas of Ontario are often approximate. All right, so this is just another aerial photograph, but maybe you already know this. You can actually measure area if you right click on Google Maps. And so I measured very superficially, we obviously have to do site measurements, but I measured the area of the barn. It's pretty big. It's over 2,800 square feet according to this. And I also measured the workshop, which is over 3,000 square feet. But Alex did point out that only some of it, about half of it, or a little bit more than half, is indoor workshop space. The rest is outdoor shed space. But that's very useful too. Avonmore is a really cute little town. I love the town. It's got 330 inhabitants, so it's very small. It's got Victorian homes on maple-canopied streets, and it was founded in 1842, so quite a while ago. And I see a picture of the old railway on my screen here. I just love little towns, and this one is really small. It's got quite a bit of services in there. There's a library, a couple of churches, there's a medical office, there's two schools there, there's a pharmacy, got to have a pizzeria, right? And there's a vet clinic, and there's even a retirement home there. Lots of things going on in a small community. And it's only about, I think, 45 minutes south east of Ottawa, and it's about 20 or 25 minutes northwest of Cornwall. So it's a pretty good location, I think. And as I said, I really like the town. I have clients who actually live in Avonmore, and they really speak highly of it. So who is the ideal buyer for this property? Alex is going to put it up for sale. The ideal buyer is somebody like my friend Nick Catchmar. This is his home in Kempville. He has his home in front, you can see on the right-hand side of the screen, and his workshop in behind. That's a perfect buyer for this kind of thing. This is just a close-up of his workshop, and you can see one of his trucks is there. This is a close-up of his home. So this live-work condition is something that people really, really seem to like. So that's a potential type of buyer. Here's Nick, a picture I took of him, happy as you know what, in his workshop. His commute is about 150 feet out the back door of his house. I'm a big, big believer in animation. I'm not talking Disney animation. I'm talking about adding revenue streams to properties. And I'm a strong believer in that, as I mentioned. And we're looking at the highest and best use. What is the HABU, H-A-B-U, highest and best use of a property? For this one, I think it might include some of the following. If you were just an investor buying it, you might rent the main home, you might add an apartment or some micro suites. Micro suites are just very small apartments, studios really. You might build a coach house. In Ottawa, you're allowed to build a coach house on rural property that's 2 acres or bigger. That's 95 square meters, so a bit over 1,000 square feet. You might add that too if the local township and county permit that. Obviously, there's the existing workshop you could rent. And I would convert the barn to even more workshops. I actually have a barn that I've done that for, and the demand was, off the charts. And I also like glamping. I mean, if I lived there, I might have some glamping tents or glamping yurts, and I might add some bunkies. And you never know. A lot of farmers do store vehicles, RVs, trucks, buses, equipment on site. So that's maybe another possibility. I just pinched this picture of a coach house. In 1,000 square foot coach house, you could have certainly could have a 2 bedroom coach house. That would be a good addition to the property. And these are a couple of bunkies that are actually made by clients of mine, Brad Karche and Aaron Merkel from Hammond Hill. Just having these kind of bunkies, maybe or glamping tents for rent could be a neat thing to do with the property. These yurts, actually, we have two of them on one of our properties. And one of my former students, Anissa Zato, an architect, actually builds them, makes them in Pickering, Ontario. There's their website, yurta.ca. Unfortunately, their website is down right now. I think it got hacked, but it'll be back up, I'm sure, in a while. So if you're interested in this property, you can always reach out to James. He's my partner in crime on this. He's a realtor for Royal LePage Performance Realty, as am I. You can see James McCune. There's his number. You can text him or call him. And there's his email address. And many of you who are watching this, you know how to get a hold of me. Probably the best way to do it is bruce@brucemfirestone.com. I'm on my email pretty much all the time. And thanks so much for listening.